Hi Sagittarius, this is your May 19th through the 25th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. The first spread will be looking at new person entering your life, or maybe a couple of new people entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you. After that, in spread number 4, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. So this first spread is a new love this week, Sagittarius. We have the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Lovers. Then we have the Ten of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Chariot with the Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, and we also have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Gemini, but you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. I gotta be honest with you, Sagittarius, there's so much going on here. So much. There's just so many ways for me to interpret this. Even I got a little confused before I pushed the record button. I was, going through all those scenarios, all those things I see in my head. I'm trying to remember to say all of them. Okay, so let's talk about those 2 pages in the beginning. Let's start from the beginning. 2 pages. For some of you, whenever I see 2 or more pages on the table in a reading, I always bring up children. So maybe you're a single parent, they're a single parent, and you're connecting through kids. Maybe it's a play date. Maybe your kids go to the same school or the same, I don't know, karate class or ballroom dancing class, what have you. So maybe that's how the 2 of you are connecting through kids, through what your kids do. Okay, that's just for some of you. So just keep that in mind. All right. For others of you, you could be dealing with 2 different people. Again, it's not for all of you. For some of you, those 2 pages could be coming from 2 different individuals, 2 new people. The Lovers further down in this scenario, in this particular scenario, is a card of a choice. So you may have to choose between those 2. The Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of waiting, so maybe you're going to make them wait. All right, in this scenario. All right, so that's scenario number 2. Scenario number 3, perhaps there's no children and there's only one person you're dealing with, and this person is gonna, get out of their way to try and make you interested, and interested you will be. Right? Because those 2 pages, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, which eventually, right away or soon after, get upgraded to the Knight of Pentacles, right? So I don't think it's going to take too long. But they start with those 2 pages, right? The Page of Cups is the nicest, sweetest page out of all 4 pages. So they're going to be super nice with you. They're going to give you flowers. They're going to send you text messages. They're going to do this and that for you. The Page of Pentacles could be like tickets to a game, to a show, to go somewhere together, to go to opera, see a play or something like that, right? So they're just gonna try and do it as much as they can for you in the very, very beginning of those 2 pages. And again, it will very, very quickly get upgraded to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the most loving, romantic, the most caring knight out of all 4 knights. So those pages will very quickly become like emotions, deep emotions with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is clarified by the Lovers. This week, Sagittarius, we're starting Gemini birthday season, right? And the Lovers is a Gemini major arcana card. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, or it's a way of the universe to say it's happening right now, this week, when the Gemini birthday parties start. All right? Perhaps you're dealing with a Gemini yourself. Maybe they're going to invite you to their birthday, right? If it is their birthday coming up, or maybe you're the one who is wishing this person a happy birthday, and they will invite you, and that's how this whole thing starts. That's how this whole thing gets off the ground, right? Other 2 interesting things is that we have the Ten of Cups right after that. 10 of Cups, right? And we also have the Ten of Pentacles in the middle of the potential outcome. Those 2 cards are marriage, commitment, family cards. Okay, so you have 2 of those, and The Ten of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment. That card is often referred to as the happily ever after card. And the Ten of Pentacles is a card of like a rock solid commitment of marriage, with money in the bank, with buying property together, rock solid type of stuff. The very down to earth. So technically you have both. So I think you go from those 2 pages to the Ten of Cups very, very quickly. I don't see any delays. I don't see anybody thinking twice. I don't think anybody pausing and to wrap their head around this. No, it's just gonna go until you guys reach that Ten of Cups very, very quickly. And the Ten of Pentacles. Speaking of very, very quickly, besides the Ten of Pentacles and the potential outcome, we have the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Those two cards are the 2 fastest cards in the deck. They really are. The Chariot is the fastest major arcana card. The Eight of Wands, if you ask me, is the fastest minor arcana card. So maybe you guys are moving. Maybe you're moving in. Or this whole thing will just take off like a rocket. The Chariot is a card of moving forward, not looking back. It's a card of victory and success. And the Eight of Wands is also a card of the Cupid's arrows. So yeah, quick. This will happen. All of this will unfold very, very quickly. All right, really happy for you, Sagittarius. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Sagittarius, this spread is for you. We have the Three of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. We have the Star, the Hierophant, and Temperance on the bottom of the deck. Out of zodiac signs, we have Aquarius, Taurus, and we have you, Sagittarius. This week is all about family. If it always is about family for you, Sagittarius, then it's just going to be business as usual, all right? But there's going to be collaboration, right? The Three of Pentacles, in the beginning, it is a card of when a group of people get together and do something together. And by group of people, I mean it's your family. Maybe it's like a bigger group, multiple families doing something together. But again, the Three of Pentacles, yeah, it's when people collaborate, do something together, right? The Ten of Pentacles, clarifying it is a family card, one of the family cards. And the Hierophant right next to the deck is also a family card. Okay, so you got 2 family cards on the table. Just like you had 2 family cards in the new love spread right before it. Right, so the Hierophant, by the way, is also a card of education. It's a card of religion. It's a card of spirituality. It's a card of something formal and official, right? Something traditional. The Star could be an Aquarius sign, but the Star is also a card of a wish come true. Okay, it's also a card of healing, but I don't see anybody healing or having to heal. Temperance, by the way, is also a healing card, but Temperance is your major arcana card, Sagittarius. So I assume that's you. I assume Temperance represents you. That's you representing in your own reading. You're represented by your own major arcana card. So yeah, perhaps some kind of a wish is being granted. Perhaps you as a family always wanted to do something together, and you're doing it this week, right? With the Star card, you're making it happen. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Sagittarius, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent. We have the Six of Cups, clarified by the Sun. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, and the Five of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So yeah, Sagittarius, you got this King of Cups right next to the deck, so that's the person coming back, or maybe you're coming back to them, because the King of Cups showed up at the very end. Well, we'll assume that this is them coming back to you. All right, so yes, the King of Cups is most likely a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with some major water placements in their chart. We have both the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups in this reading, so this must be somebody from your past. Okay, but not necessarily an ex. For some of you it is, for some it is not. Because the Six of Cups is a soulmate card, and it is a card of somebody from the past, but again, not necessarily an ex. However, with the Five of Cups, there was some kind of a disconnect between the two of you. Or maybe they simply missed you. Maybe they simply missed you a lot. Perhaps they have like major regrets because they didn't make a move in the past, because they didn't ask you out in the past, or something like that, right? So with the Five of Cups, there's definitely some kind of a regret or disappointment or something along those lines. The Sun, clarifying the Six of Cups, it is a card of clarity. It's a Leo major arcana card, and it's the happiest card in the deck. So perhaps you guys used to hang out. Maybe you were a part of the same group of people, group of friends, group of acquaintances, and you guys had a blast in the past. Right? The Wheel of Fortune is here. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, it is a repeat or restart of a cycle, or a new cycle starting. Okay, so this looks good. To be honest with you, it looks more like a reconciliation if it is an ex, or it looks more like you guys are gonna give it a shot if it's just somebody from your past. All right, cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Sagittarius. This week we have the Queen of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands, clarified by the Tower, and the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So this week there's going to be a conflict or competition or both. Okay, yeah, I don't know if this is avoidable or not. Perhaps it would have been more avoidable if the Tower didn't show up as a clarifier, but it is a clarifier, right? It is a clarifier. It's not a card that just showed up. It's a clarifier. But yeah, the Five of Wands is a card of a conflict, drama, competition. Yeah, just fighting with somebody. The Ace of Wands. Perhaps that's what it's all about. The Ace of Wands is a card of a new beginning, so maybe you will have to fight for something, right? For some kind of a new beginning, a job, or a promotion, or if you're on your own business, you may have to fight for a client, right? Or if you work for a company and if you have your own idea, your own inspiration, your own vision, you will have to prove it. There's going to be people who are not going to be on the same page, who are going to be opposing you, okay? You know what? Be careful, Sagittarius. This could escalate. This could escalate real quick. So it's like walking a fine line, or like being on the border of like major escalation. That's how it feels. You know, the Tower kind of gives it away. The Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It is a card of like moving on, or actually getting out, moving forward. All right, so if you have to fight for something this week, Sagittarius, be professional about it. You know, be professional. All right, cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Sagittarius. We have Judgment, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Cups, and the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I think it's an apology from this Queen of Pentacles, right? Because the Page of Cups clarifying the Queen of Pentacles could be interpreted as an apology, especially with Judgment and the Nine of Wands also being here, right? Judgment is a card of having to make a judgment call, but it's also a card of somebody coming back from the past, okay? The Nine of Wands is a card of somebody who is on defense because they got hurt. Because they got betrayed, because they got stabbed in the back, what have you. The Ace of Swords right there in the middle. I think they're going to be honest about something. There's going to be truth spoken. They're going to be very straightforward, very direct with that Ace of Swords. Or they may clarify something for you, right? And again, the Page of Cups is most likely an apology, right? If this person happens to be a very, very late Taurus, maybe it's their birthday coming up. Right? So, because we still have a couple of days of Taurus birthday season this week. A couple of days. And then we're off to Gemini. Right? So maybe it has something to do with the Taurus birthday. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you for this reading for this week, Sagittarius. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Sagittarius, have an amazing week.